Have you ever had a moment where someone just inquired on getting some information about your services and you try to give an intro, but all of a sudden just got hung up? There's some things that you get to question yourself is my intro that bad? Some of the things that I realized just being in sales quite some time. So it's very important if you're a sales professional who is an auto dialer or doing outbounds based on the marketing material and inquiries that you're getting, it's important to stand out. The intro is the most important thing. If you guys ever follow Ryan Serhant, one of the real estate moguls located in New York and the United States in general, he talks about the first impression is the most important thing. And I completely agree to it because you only have a couple seconds to make an impression on who you are as an individual. So I want to share you a little bit about my intro just so you can get an idea to stand out or just a little differentiate yourself compared to maybe every other salesperson they speak to. So usually I don't ask, let's just say the person's name is Mary. Hello, may I speak to Mary? The reason why I don't want to start off with that kind of intro is because it expresses that I have uncertainty if I'm actually speaking to the person who picked up the phone, even though most likely it's that person's phone at the end of the day. The person is gonna have their guard up and most likely asking, may I ask who is calling? May I ask who is asking? Or you'll get some people who are lenient and say, yeah, this is she, right? You're gonna realize that it's a bit choppy on that. So what I like to do is assume it's that person that picked up. So what I like to do is if the person says hello, I say, hey Mary, it's just John here at XYZ company. I'm actually calling on behalf of the state as a licensed professional in the state of Texas. I saw that you submitted an inquiry online regarding your application and I just got the opportunity to pull it up. We just got a second here. So the reason why I was calling is regarding your application, of course, and it seems like you were looking on possibly getting some help from us. Can you share me a little bit about your situation? What got you reaching out to us just to see if we can help? And I started very broad opening. Yeah, I'm just reaching out just to see how we can help. Can you share me a little bit on what got you reaching out to us just to see if we can? The reason why I want to start a very broad question is because I want the prospect to open up regarding their situation, okay? Now you're gonna get a prospect sometimes give you a very vague and generic answer, which is fine because their guard is up and they're not really expecting much on the call or might be not so sure what to ask. So they might say, yeah, I just wanted to see how your program works or product works, service works. Then I want to obviously introduce myself, right? Because that means like, hey, I don't know what your authority is, role is, but I just want to get general information. So they're trying to distinguish you, either you're a professional, which is a salesperson, not just a regular salesperson, or you're someone who's just giving a tour guide, like customer service. So it's really important at this time that you express your role. If you're someone who's certified or licensed, like insurance per se, express that to them, because you are licensed or certified in your field, okay? And it's important to share with them that you have their information as well. So let's just say they live in Florida. Yeah, so again, my name is John, Mary. That's my role here as a certified expert to share you all the options that you have available when it comes to managing and improving your situation here. We have multiple different options. It'll be just more catered to like what you may be looking for or facing on your aspects. Can you share me a little bit about your situation on like maybe the concerns, if you did have some, either was it like the financial aspect, what you're currently facing month to month, or was it more of the improvement that you needed? Can you fill me in a little bit just so I can tailor best to your situation? Then you get control right back because you expressed your role and you shared that this is what you do. We have different custom to different situations. Can you share me a little bit about your current situation so I can custom tailor it? So it gives you back that frame that you need in order to progress on where you need to take them. Don't give the information right away, especially if you have multiple different services that you offer, not just one singular product per se, or the cheapest offer, if you will. Because you always wanted to not assume. For someone who's been in sales quite some time, not just myself, but people in general, right? There'll be some times that you don't even expect the prospect to buy or wasn't expecting to be a buyer. So it's very important to follow your process, because your process is going to do the work, not based on what you give or your service, right? Because they don't buy the service because like it sounds sexy or it's perfect or the price just is amazing, right? Otherwise, there's no need for salespeople. As a professional, to gain the frame and the control regarding the conversation. And you want to understand a little bit of, not everything about their life, but very general, couple layers deep on what they're facing. Now, they can maybe say, if you're in a financial services, they might say, oh, I have some concerns on the interest rates that I've been dealing with on my bills, or the payments are getting a bit tight because I'm on a fixed income. Now, you don't want to go right into like the intent or like a demo on the Zoom call per se. I want you to slow down a little bit and be empathetic that you're a human being as well. Okay, you are the authority once you express the role, but you also want to express that you're a human being as well, because we all go through it, right? So it gives a little bit more relatability. It's totally fair where you're coming from. That's what I would say. It's totally fair, Mary, where you're coming from. No one wants to make significant payments on their bills and just feel like they're not making progress or drowning out water. I want to use whatever words they expressed, right? On a fixed income, and especially when the cost of living has gone up and your income is relatively staying the same, it could feel like the banks are winning your money, not you actually paying off your debt each month, or feeling like things are just getting tight and when would it end. I've been there myself. You know, there's some moments that it gets really tough or unexpected expenses come up and it just slows you down. I'm on your team. That's what we're here for you and I to look into those aspects of your financials and see what's driving it, just so we can come up with a solution. By the way, do you have access to your email while we're on the phone? Or are you able to hop on a Zoom while we're on this phone call and get them there? Like either your demo or trying to get more of like a face-to-face interaction, just so you guys can progress the sale. Because that's the most important thing. You want to progress it and share in an aspect in a more visual way, in an empathetic way. What people are sharing the hard times that they're going through, or sharing some like things that they don't feel comfortable with. It's very important to be empathetic, just so they can look to you as a human being rather than just a professional who's trying to sell something. You're a professional human being and understanding and an active listener at the same time. So it just gives you more leverage as you progress through it. So it's very important in the intro, to go back to what this is originally about, is to really just make it casual. The tonality of saying, hey Mary, more of like curious and friendly tone, as if you're trying to ask for a friend. Hey John, hey Bob, can you help me pick this up real quick? Hey Mary, in that tone. So it gives more of a familiarity, like a friend is calling type of situation when you get that tone out. Hey Mary, it's just John here at XYZ. I'm a certified licensed consultant in the state of Florida, if that's the state that they live in, based on the application you got, right? I see the reason for my call and sharing the intent is because we saw that you submitted an application. I just got a second here. So you're backing up that you submitted an application on possibly looking to get some help from us here at XYZ company. The application is loading right here. If my computer will work, if it loads as fast as it's supposed to be, a little bit of humor, right? Keeps on dropping the guard. While it's loading, Mary, can you share me a little bit about your situation on what might got you reaching out to us, just to see if we can help on our side? Very broad, because if you sell multiple financial services, like either like home equity, personal loans or some type of debt relief, or let's just say you're in a home improvement. For a good example, it could be like AC unit, solar, windows, energy efficient products, smart thermostat. You want to go very broad so you can get a better understanding on like overall picture on like what got them reaching out. So that's the whole point of the intro, where you give that familiarity tone to start off to differentiate. You're going to assume it's that person. They'll correct you if it's not them, obviously, right? You also want to probably ask them, hey, Mary, do you prefer like your middle name or Marie? The reason why you want to ask that, because you want to share that you're professional, because the Williams always go by Bill or Will, the Jameses go by Jim. They have a preference on what they want to call. So it shows that you have an experience as well, and give that familiarity tone continuing on. And when you keep on going like that, there's going to be some prospects that say, especially the day 2s, day 3s, like it's your second day reaching out to them, third day reaching out to them, and you want to obviously share them like a very casual tone and keep on going like that. The most important thing in the second and third day is that they might forget, especially if they're elder or there's someone who is actually doing like multiple inquiries, or someone who's shopping around in like different companies and different services other than your guys' service or solution. It's important to slow down quite a bit rather than rushing the intro. So I'm actually calling from XYZ company, Mary. It seems like you may have like a couple days ago submitted an application with us, and I apologize, I just got a second here. Does that ring a bell that you were looking for a service a couple days ago on possibly getting some help, either the interest rate or the payments on some of the finances that you've been dealing with at XYZ company? And they're like, when you slow it down like that, it kind of slows their brain down, thinking, did I do that? And they most likely will ring a bell if they have somewhat a decent memory on their behalf, and you just go based on what I share with you. Going broad, I just got a second, calling in regards to this, I'm a licensed professional, so it gives you credibility. And when they give you a problem, be empathetic, so they know that you're human, not someone who's trying to close a deal and have this amazing sales skills, right? You want to show that human aspect to them, and just able to go from your intent, the agenda from there. And I'll show you why I recommend the agenda is an important part about it as well on the next video, and stay tuned.